Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Head eye driving San Andreas passenger side. You heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Cool,
All right, winter is on the horizon. Make sure you guys go to the top line of the description box right where you see this beautiful young lady advertising our new hip hop uncensored merch right now. The link is at the top line of the description box. Do not wait. All right, man. I appreciate you guys checking in the hip hop uncensored. As you know, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Share the video. And most importantly, subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored for more exclusive. All right, man.
Fair
We got
use,
a
fair
breaking
use.
news story today out of New York. Now, this story is via Yahoo, and they're pretty much saying that a 55-year-old man believed to be Alpo Martinez, right, was actually killed in a drive-by shooting on a Harlem street corner early on Sunday. Now, the victim was supposedly struck multiple times in the chest in a hail of bullets and gunfire. And they said that the incident went down on West 147th Street near Frederick Douglass Boulevard about 3:20 a.m. Now, EMS rushed him to the hospital, but he could not be saved. And the name of the victim was not immediate release, but
Salute. He was 55. We're gonna talk about it.
Speculating that it was Alpo Martinez. This news is going all over hip hop right now. You should see this popping up everywhere right now. We're on it. We just got news. We got word from some of our sources that it is definitely Alpo Martinez. Now, if you guys don't know, I was actually just reading about him this morning. He was depicted in the movie Paid in Full. A real, long history in the drug trade game. He was arrested, caught up back in about 1991, where he was pretty much reportedly had about $1 billion in drug sales. So he was convicted of like a handful of murders, drug trafficking, and also known for killing one of his homies, Rich Porter. Now, this news, like I said, is going all over hip hop right now. And I'm not going to really get into any of the comments because a lot of the comments, people are saying a lot of negative things, like snitches get stitches and things like that. And a lot of people said it would be a matter of time before this happened, but I didn't think that it would happen, so fast. And we would see him walking around the street corners, of New York, pretty much untouched at this point. So yeah, man, Alpo Martinez is believed to have been killed in a hail of gunfire in New York City.
It's so interesting to hear when people want to be politically correct. To
To
believe to have been killed.
Exactly what went down, but this is crazy, crazy, story. Pretty much the last thing I, thought that I would see waking up this morning, that Alpo Martinez was actually killed in his birthplace of Harlem, New York. Crazy, situation. Now, again, there's been a lot of controversy, obviously, surrounding Alpo Martinez. People, talking about how can, somebody of his caliber being a snitch, because let's call it what it is. He definitely did snitch. How can somebody of his caliber just be walking around, and, being untouched? Now, let's go back a little bit. Now, he rose to prominence in the mid 80s. In addition to New York, Martinez expanded his drug trade to other cities, notably Washington, D.C. Now, he was released back in 2015 after serving a 35-year sentence for 14 counts of murder. 14 counts of murder. Like I said, one of those murders being his friend, Rich Porter. So, man.
Did we get the gist? Y'all got the gist of this? What's happening?
You guys think about this particular situation.
Cool. Y'all got the gist. Let's talk about it. I don't care. let me get straight. This is some tough love. I don't care. 35 years, 55 years old. I don't care. Here's my thought process. Is Tekashi69 next? We talk about paying your debt to society. If you do the crime, you got to pay the time. But in this instance right here, it's one of those, you when it's time to punch your ticket, it doesn't matter how many years you spend in prison. The thought process is if you do the crime, you pay the ultimate time. You pay the ultimate time. I don't care. I don't care about Alpo. I don't care about who he snitched on. I don't care about, him being 55 years old. You are out there wilding. You are out there doing some crazy, horrendous stuff, and it caught up with you. Let's call it like it is. Let's call it like it is. You was out there doing some horrendous stuff, and no matter how long you've been away, this is what happens, y'all. What happens is people come into your home and they disrespect your home, right? You give them a nice, fresh, cold glass of lemonade. You put the whole lemon on the glass, you dress it up all nice, and you say, here you go. And they take your glass and they drop it on the ground in your kitchen, right? They never clean it up. So for years, you're stepping on that glass. It ain't going nowhere. It's just breaking into more pieces, and those fragments are spreading throughout your house. That's what happens when you do crime on the street. That's what happens when you do violence on the street. Nobody cleans it up. The fragments, the remaining pieces of what you've done, the ripple effect, the after effect, it still remains. Did Alpo think he was going to just get out and go to Waffle House? He was going to get out and go to White Castle? Did he just think that people have forgiven him for all of the horrendous crimes that he did, all of the nonsense that he was a part of, now that you done paid your debt to society? Here's a thought process. Paying your debt to society does not mean that that is going to be sufficient enough for the family members that have lost their family due to the violence you have caused. Isn't that the same thing with FBG Duck? Isn't that the same conversation? You've spent hours and days and years promoting violence. You spent hours and days and years promoting nonsense and drama. And the second that the drama and the nonsense and the violence find you, RRP. No. I don't. No. No, Linda. No. I'm sorry. And maybe that's too tough for y'all. I don't know. But here's my thought process. What about the people that have been victims of this violence? The innocent people. The innocent men, women, and children that have been victims because you're going to claim a street corner. You know what the thought process is? I hear a lot of people claiming street corners and blocks, and their names is not on none of the blocks, none of the street corners. They don't own any property. They don't have anything invested in that other than I'm going to say that this belongs to me. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit for somebody to stand on the street corner and say this part of the city or this part of the this town belongs to me? Okay, cool. Where's your EIN number? I need to see some tax returns. I need to see something that says that you're paying taxes for this property, for this land. Is he dead or what? He dead. Deaded in the doorknob. Deaded in the door. See, here's my thought process. I am not in mourning, and nor am I in shock. And for those people that said, well, Tekashi69, he snitched on all of these people and he's able to walk free, etc. So you know why? I'm going to tell you why he's able to walk free. Because he's not hanging where he snitched at. Go ahead and take some of these electrolytes. We got to have a conversation. He's not hanging around where he snitched at. Alpo got out of jail and said, I'm going to go back to Harlem. Well, in Harlem is where you did your dirt. In Harlem is where you hurt a lot of people. In Harlem is where you left a lot of broken hearts, broken homes, and a lot of people who are salty about the people that you snitched on and that you killed. So imagine the audacity of a man saying, you know what, I've been away for 35 years. Yeah, and now all of those people's children have grown up. Those spouses have had a long time to work on their attack strategy. And now you walking around eating ice cream cones and shit, eating ices and goddamn sausages and onions out the park and shit. Living your best life. You was at Club Med and they were grieving on a daily basis, and you out thinking that you're gonna live your best life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the streets for real. Let's talk about the streets. All of this black on black crime. We hate to say that, right? We hate to hear it. Ain't no such thing as black on black crime. Well, it's a whole lot of black people involved with other black people, and the end result is a lot of people dying. I ain't scared to say it. I ain't scared to say it. Are we gonna blame Alpo dying from police brutality? Are we gonna say it was racism? Or are we gonna call it like we should call it? We're gonna call it like we should call it. Or as a community, as an African American community, as responsible citizens and adults that say, you know what, we need to stop the violence, period. How do you tell someone to stop the violence when they started violence that caused other people to die? Do they not have the right to get justice? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Do they not have the right to get justice? If someone takes your children's life, do you have, I'm not saying be a vigilante, I'm saying do you not have the right to want justice? You don't care how long they served in jail. Hey, you know what? You might want to go put hands, feet, and paws on somebody. Hell, you might want to do it before, during, and after. Everybody, see, the thought process is when you talk about the justice system, depending on where you live at, everybody has a different justice system. Do you know what I'm saying, or do I need to break it down? Okay, I need to break it down. Depending on if you live in the suburbs, you live in an urban community, you live in a rat hole, wherever, everybody has a different form of justice, whether it's street justice, whether it's the institutional justice. Everybody has their version of what they believe justice is. Some people say an eye for an eye. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked. That means whatever you do back to me, then I will do it back to you tenfold. And some people overdo it. You understand what I'm saying? Some people overdo it. Joe, I appreciate that. Will the NYPD try to solve this crime or leave it alone because of Alpo's past? You know what's so funny? That's a good question. However, here's my thought process. Thanks for the super chat. Here's my thought process. Do we care? Do we care? Do we care? Now, so there's a lot of pushback when it came to Mama Duck, but my thought process is this. When you knew that, see, here's the thing. There are a lot of parents that are oblivious of what their children do in the streets. They're oblivious. They don't know. They don't know. But then there's a lot of people or a lot of parents, especially now in this whole crazy social media phase, you can see what your child is doing. You can listen to their lyrics. You can watch them on the gram. You can see what your child is a part of, but you don't do anything about it. And the second something happens, that's when you want to be in an uproar. Alpo getting out of jail after 35 years, after snitching, selling drugs, doing all of this, you know, partying, living his best life. And now what are we supposed to be in an uproar? Are we supposed to care? No, listen. Somebody getting their life took, my condolences, but I'm just gonna have to be real with you guys. I'm safe. I'm okay. Let me get my daughter's action figure over here. We good. I'm just saying, man, we good. What did you expect to happen? I'm going to, what they say, you don't shit where you lay. I'm going to tell on the people that I work with in this area. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going somewhere with this. Don't run. I'm going to do crime and violence in this area. Then I'm going to leave for 35 years. I'm going to go on a nice little vacation. And then I'm going to come back to the same area that I wreaked havoc in. And I expect no havoc to come upon me. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You must have slipped and bumped your head. Somebody said, you cool, come on back. You cool, come on back. Bro, I would have got out of jail after 35 years and disappeared. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I would have never went back to Harlem. I wouldn't have went back to New York. I wouldn't have went to no state that started with an N. New Jersey, New York, Nebraska. I would have went to no states that started with an N. None of them. I'd have went somewhere else. But this is the critical thinking. I can leave. Is this what we do? I can leave, not talk about the situation, not really deal with the situation, and then come back and the situation is supposed to fix itself. Time heals all. That's not true. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not true. Time does not heal all. People have a tendency of not forgetting. And you know what's so crazy about social media? Social media is a living diary. It is an archive. I don't care where. I don't care if it's Twitter. I don't care if it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It is a living diary. That means your children are going to grow up and say, "What was Mario J doing on October 31st, 2021? This is what my dad was talking about. Hey, this is what this person was talking about. That person was talking about. This was their character. This is what they thought was funny or they thought was serious." Here's the thing. It's a serious situation because it's black on black crime. It's a serious situation because it shows that karma is real. Can I drink my electrolytes? This should be a message to everyone that's out in the streets right now promoting criminal activity, showcasing on the gram how they living their best life, got their guns, smoking their weed, got the hot girls around them, they twerking on cue. Everybody, hey, it's a party, and they doing the most heinous acts. The most heinous acts. Then they get caught doing those heinous acts, and you know somebody had their phone out recording it, and they expect the people that they violated to chill. I want y'all to understand. You expect the people that you violated, that you've taken their loved ones from them, that you've maimed, that you've done something so heinous where it caused them to now have an extreme PTSD, anxiety, stress out of this world, can't walk right, can't talk right, can't see right. You've caused them not only the method of, oh well, now I got to live with this disability for my rest of my life. There's people out there that will go the distance. It don't matter if you sell drugs, motherfucker. It don't matter if you feel like you the hardest. Oh my God, take a sip. Take a sip. Let me calm down. Take a sip. Take a sip. Hurry up. Not too much. Y'all greedy. Take a sip. God damn. Damn. All right. Whoa. Wipe your mouth. Wipe your mouth. Nasty motherfuckers. Nasty motherfuckers. Did you backwash? Did y'all backwash? I can't see nothing. Okay. Take a sip. Uncle Stu in the building. Uncle Stu says, "Thanks for coming to the house last night and fixing my toilet seat." No, I'm just playing. I just played. He says, "Thanks for coming by last night. Your video is going up soon. Call Uncle Stu Court. Dry snitching on top." Yes, you was dry snitching. Daddy, you're hot. I see. Okay, hold on. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Come here. Don't wipe your nose. Y'all see how gangster that is? Hey, she called, I run. I'm gone. I ain't worrying about no live, none of that. But the fact of the matter is, man, you know, and salute to Uncle Stu, man. Your panel last night. If you guys are not subscribed to Uncle Stu, make sure you go subscribe. Uncle Stu, you are a moderator. Please drop your link. Any other content creators in the live right now, drop your link. Tell us a little bit about your channel, whatever. But back to the conversation. I'm gonna be here for a little bit while longer, unless she comes out with something. But the fact of the matter is, it's like, it is so sad that we have men and women that are in the streets that feel that is the only outlet that they have to be successful, the only outlet that they have to pay their bills. And the thought process is a lot of people do have options. Let's be real. A lot of people do have options, but they want that fast money. They want that fast life. And the thing about it is, this thing with Alpo, because a lot of people, you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they don't even remember who Biggie Smalls was. You talk about Tupac, is like, who? What? So when you talk about Alpo, it might not hit hard like it will with people that are kind of like, you know what I'm saying, in their late 30s or whatever case be. Like, a lot of people won't know, especially if you're not from the North area. You know what I'm saying? So So this might not come as a shock. This might not come as a wake-up call, but the thought process is, what will it take to send a major wake-up call? What would it take to show you that the streets don't love you, that fast money ain't worth someone coming in, kicking your door? One of the alphabet boys, FBI, DEA, ATF. You know, what will it take to say, you know what, I want to keep my family safe for real? Because here's the thing. You're not only worrying about law enforcement, you're worrying about the ops. You're worrying about if someone can't get to you, they now get to your family members. They get to your friends. And if you don't bring such and such at such and such location at such and such time, I'm going to send your people back in pieces. Is it worth it? Some people say, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's that fast life. It's that quick money. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here flossing. And the thing about it is you floss your way into somebody's attention that you should not be giving. You floss your way into a stick-up kid or some type of person that says, oh, that's what you got over there? Okay. You were live in your house. You got how many big screens in your house? Oh, okay. You drive different cars every week. She ain't gonna let me be great. She ain't gonna do it. What's up? We're gonna do it in a minute, okay? Give me a minute. We're gonna do it in a minute. I'm coming. Go ahead. You want your ice cream now? All right, go sit down. I know. I'm gonna go get it. Go sit down. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna bring it to you. Bye. Go ahead. Girl, here. Girl got me here with blowing bubbles. This is ridiculous.
I don't.
You do it. Not in my face. This girl got me in here blowing bubbles. I'm about to do some black on black crime over here. Hold on. Look, here, look. Put these soup coolers to work. Her mama went and got this from the Dollar Tree store. You can always tell when you get the cheap bubbles, because when you blow it, it ain't a lot of bubbles.
Daddy?
So like it's just like
Daddy?
what?
It's where you're at.
Here. Yeah, it's like that cheap formula they use. It's like dish detergent. Here. All right, save some for later. Go put it up. Here, take your action figure. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
These kids. So anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something very important. It was like very important. Jada LaRue. What's going on? Lady Snoop, what's up? Lady Snoop, let me salute the Lady Snoop, man. Lady Snoop, I was catching your live the other day. You know, I don't know why I don't get notifications. Maybe YouTube said, black and positive. Oh hell no. Lady Snoop said I smell like shea butter. Nigerian shea butter. She was talking about the Cynthia G versus the Space Ghost, whatever his last name is or whatever. And she said some real stuff. And what she said was, I'm just paraphrasing, of course. Lady Snoop, I don't want no issues. I don't want no problems. I'm a grown man trying to do grown man things. But what she was talking about was, you got to be mindful when you're talking about people, because those people may be about that life. You see what I'm saying? They may show up. You see what I'm saying? Whereas you say, okay, this person's a dusty, this person's a trash bag. That trash bag may have connections. That trash bag may know someone that live in your city that owes him or her a favor. So I think that was a great point, because I think a lot of us content creators have gotten beside ourselves. We're feeling like we're untouchable. When we go live on the screen, we could just say whatever we want to say, and nobody ain't gonna come and knock on the door. Nobody's gonna catch us coming out the grocery store or the daycare or the church. And I think that is a perfect wake-up call. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was Cynthia G, I'd be a little nervous. I don't think Taz Exclusive, and I don't think Nyla Says is going to go jump on no landmines to save Cynthia G. I think that once their cash cow, because that's what I feel like it is, I think that Cynthia G is their cash cow, so they're going to do anything verbally to protect her. But once you know, she's out the way for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing no harm on her, but if she is out the way, she says, I'm not doing YouTube anymore, they're going to need another outlet. You see what I'm saying? So all of that fake, outrage about black men and all of this trash bag and all the name calling, you know, they're going to have to find another outlet. Because from my understanding, especially when Nyla Says first came to YouTube, she wasn't on that. But when she linked up with Cynthia G, in order to be down with her, she must do what Cynthia G does. So I feel like that was a great. If you guys are not subscribed to Lady Snoop TV, y'all go holler at her. Lady Snoop, feel free to drop your. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me make you a moderator real quick. There you go. You can drop your link down in the chat. If I'm missing anybody that's a content creator, and I'm aware that you're a content creator, feel free to just say, hey, don't forget me, and I'll just make you a moderator and you can add your content. We normally have great people in the chat, so we don't really have a bunch of disrespect. I'm asking that you guys mitigate as much disrespect as possible. I don't mind you guys having a difference of opinion, but please be respectful. Let's continue this. So I'm a person who I've said this several times, and I like to kind of reiterate it from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're talking about gang violence, we're talking about prison, or, well, I don't want to say prison, I'm going to say jail. We're talking about juvenile detention homes. We're talking about foster care. We're talking about the military. I am very versed in a whole lot of stuff. Very versed in a whole lot of stuff. So I like to say that it's helped me to be balanced, both professional and personal. So when I talk about these things, I don't talk with a level of malice. I talk with a level of understanding. So I feel like this Alpo situation, I don't really care about Alpo, to be honest with you. I don't really care. And it's not that it's snitches get stitches. I don't really care about that piece either. What I care about is if you're going to do violence to other people, your time is coming. Your time is coming. If you're going to hurt people, if you're going to say, well, I'm just representing for my block, so I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to hurt somebody and cause somebody violence. To me, based on the karma that I know, what they say, the God that I know, based on the things that I know it's coming back to you. Whether it's going to be directly or indirectly. Let's talk about indirectly. Indirectly is your child walking to school and somebody pulls up and snatches your child and go do something to him. Let's talk about it. Because see, a lot of people feel invincible, and I think that BMF is showcasing. How many watch the BMF series that what's that boy name? 50 Cent got going on right now? How many people watch that, ladies and gentlemen? Damn, I forgot their names. I'm so bad with these people's names. But Big Meech's son, who's playing Big Meech in the BMF thing, he went and snatched up his ex-girlfriend's kid to get back at the boyfriend. I want y'all to think about this. Said, I don't watch it? Okay, I got you. I don't watch TV. Okay, all I do is read the Bible. Okay, got you. 1 Corinthians. No, okay, I got you. No problem, no problem. But I want y'all to think about this. Imagine you dating a man or a woman, right? And your child gets snatched up because of something that's out of your control. That lady was powerless. That lady was powerless. And even though we probably know he wouldn't have did anything to that child, the fact of the matter is, imagine being powerless that your child has gotten snatched up. Now, it wasn't until the end of the day that she found out who actually had the kid. And then also, I'm going to ask y'all a question. How many people do you date and you don't know where they live at? The fuck? How many people do you date? That means you was a serious booty call. You was a serious, like you was busting that wop open for a buck. A lot of people feel like it's exciting to date a bad boy. It's exciting to date a hot girl. It's exciting. It's fast. It's spontaneous. It's crazy. It's wild. It's money. It's flashing lights. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's everything I said and then some. But it's also stressful. It also leads you to a level of discontentment where you are never really settled because you're always on the watch. You're always thinking something's going on. You never have that peace and serenity. That's why a lot of people, when they get out the game, they go to these small towns or they go to these secluded places because they just want to be able to say, I can lay down and I don't have to keep my head on a swivel. I don't have to keep one eye open. I'm just saying, for those people that may understand what I'm talking about. Some people join the military. You know, and that gives them a new perspective. You know, some people do other things, but the thought process is, you know, for those people that's still in the street, or for your family members that are still out there, you know, family, friends, et cetera, you know, you might want to ask them about an early retirement. Because in order to be on top, you have to do things to stay on top. Now, we're not going to discuss what things you have to do, but I'm telling you right now, it's more than giving tithe to churches. You know, it's more than helping old ladies with groceries. So the fact of the matter is, how much are you willing to do? How much is your life and your time worth? Some people get football numbers. Let me explain that to some people that may not understand what I'm talking about. If Alpo did 35 years, 35 years, can you imagine having a son or a daughter? You know, your girlfriend is pregnant, your wife is pregnant, and you go to jail for 35 years. What type of relationship you think you're going to have with your kid when you get out? It is the electrolytes for me. Listen, I'm starting my detox. I'm starting my different workout regimen, you know, tomorrow. So I gotta do some things, you know what I'm saying? My allergies been kicking my butt too. So, you know, what type of relationship do you think that you would have with your children? You know, do you think they would let you back in their life? Do you think they would understand? Huh? Look at the negativity. You got your other action figure right there. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. All right, go back in your room. You're welcome. Love you. All right. So what type of relationship do you think they're gonna have? You know, your children have now grown up. They've now been through, you know, trial and tribulation of their own. Their kids are now grown. She ain't gonna let me do it. She ain't gonna let me do it.
Hi.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I'm coming in the room. Go ahead. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Daddy.
I
get 2 minutes.
Go. Give me 2 minutes. Go ahead. Come on, let's get your ice cream. Come on. Hold on.
Why did you wrap it by me table?
I'm gonna give it to you, man. Okay. Come on. Right, stay here. All right. Oh yeah. She don't play no games, bro. She don't play no games. She's lethal. She's methodical. She said, if you want to do your live, there is something you have to do for me. Or I'm about to turn up. I'm about to give you some tough love. I'm about to piss you off. Methodical, bruh. Methodical. I saw her. She was like peeking around the corner. She was like, oh, you on live? Okay. Okay. Daddy! Daddy, where the party at? No respect for authority. No respect for authority. Insubordinate little mother. Okay, so, yeah, so imagine your children growing up, having their own life now, you know, having children or whatever, and then you come back as grandpa or grandma or whatever. You've just missed so much time. And then my thought process is living great for 2 to 5 years, you know, because the life expectancy of the fast life is not long. And when I say the life expectancy, I'm not saying the end of the end of your free life. The end of your free life. So whether you're dead and gone or whether you're locked away, is it worth it? I'm going to be real with you. Tekashi69, I love you. And I'm going to tell you why I love you. Because you've shown that those people that say I own this corner, like this my block, and just a regular little neighborhood gang, they don't have reach like that. Most people don't have reach like that. So when you talk about the Tekashi 69s, here's the thing. Well, as long as I keep my bodyguards around me, because you got to think about it, he's already survived the whole prison stint. He survived it. And if you was going to get him, that would be where you get him at. But money speaks, you know what I'm saying? You know, it definitely helps. So I don't know if Alpo got out with a lot of money. I don't know really what to say. I really don't care, though. Do you care? Do you care? Like people, you know, it's when you promote violence, when you think that it's cool and you think that that's something that, you know, you need to do. Now, again, if someone's messing with you, you do what you need to do as a man or as a woman to protect your family, to protect yourself. But my thought process is when you're frivolously doing it, it's like, you know, say me and my friends are around and, you know, one of my homeboys get into it with, you know, saying one guy. So to prove that we the hardest and we the toughest or whatever, we all go jump on that one guy and we beat him. Like we knock his teeth out, we cut him up, we do a whole bunch of crazy stuff, which it just no reason for. So then this guy takes 30 days, 90 days to heal, go work out, start training, go get some guns. And then he comes back to the same club and catches us coming out the club. Because, you know, here's the thing about most people. They have the same routine. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help some people. They have the same routine. And once you sit back and you learn that routine, okay, you at this club every week. Okay, you're always with about 4 or 5 people. You always come about 2 cars deep. Between both cars, y'all probably got about 2 handguns, 1 semi-automatic. I'm telling y'all some real shit. So then you know how to combat it. You understand what I'm saying? Then you know how to combat it, because the thought process is, well, we're going to make it so that way those cars don't move. Okay, you only bring 2 cars. I'm going to make sure that you can't move. So you're going to come outside to some cars that you can't move. And then you might come out to the cars and they're on fire. So now all of the weapons, the extra ammunition and all the other shit is now on fire and burning. So now you have to deal with whatever you came out to the club to, with whatever you went into the club with. And a lot of people ain't walking in there with a semi-automatic weapon. You might have a handgun, but how many bullets you gonna have? Anywhere from what, 19 on down? What, 6 to 19? So the thought process is, you got to think about it. Everybody's not militant. Everybody's not military minded. A lot of people don't know about gun safety. And the thought process is, who am I to tell someone you can't go get justice? If violence happened to them, if violence happened to their daughter, if violence happened to their son. And that's the same thing with Alpo. Somebody said, I'm not letting it go. I don't care how long it's been. Shut up. Shut up and react TV, man. Let me talk to you, bro. I got a real problem with you. And I'm going to tell you why I got a problem with you. Because you had a phenomenal ass platform the other day. Let me give you a standing ovation. Salute to you, man. You had a great platform. Make sure you drop your link too. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Do me a favor, put a one in the chat real quick. I'm going to make you a moderator so you can drop your link as well. Y'all go check him out. He had a great platform the other night. No doubt, no doubt. I'm going to make you a moderator. Drop your link, brother, so that way people can come check you out. Great. I'm seeing some great content, like great coverage on different things. Just great coverage, and I'm impressed, and I'm definitely appreciative of seeing that on my timeline. When I'm not dealing with my daughters, I'm kind of like, okay, well, let me catch up, because I'm playing catch up. So I checked out the Lady Snoops, I checked out the Uncle Stews, I checked out the Shut Up and React. It's just a couple people that's really impressed me with how they tell the story, you know, and then the other people. You know what I'm saying, in regards to like that comes on their panels, or if they're doing it dolo. It is difficult to rock dolo. Some people can't do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people cannot rock dolo. They cannot hold people's attention. They can't tell a story. And then some people can. Some people have the gift of gab. So I truly believe I'm a conversationalist, and I do believe I have that gift as well. But I really appreciate you all and everybody else that I've been checking out. It's a lot of people, too many to name. I just did another video. Y'all go check it out, and it's about who would you like to see out of all of the content creators? Who would you like to see go head to head? Not in no grudge match or anything like that, but who would you like to see go head to head in a live discussion? to get there are two different perspectives on a live discussion. Some people said, hey, it would be dope to see Kevin Samuels versus Cynthia G. What is it? Kwame Brown versus who was it? I think it was Michi X. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was a couple, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like the battle of the content creators. You know how you got battle rap and you have this X, Y, and Z. I think that would be dope. So I made a little video to showcase just different content creators and just to get people's perspective on who would they like to see have a real one-on-one conversation. I'm trying to figure out who do I need to go one-on-one with. You see what I'm saying? Like, who do I need to like verses? Exactly. Thank you. Like a verses. Who do I need to sit down and have a one-on-one with? I'm kind of thinking right now, you know what I'm saying, in reference to the YouTube streets, who would I like? Whether male or female, I'm kind of thinking a lot of people right now, they're leaning, I don't know if it's because I've been covering it or whatever, they're talking about you should go, you know what I'm saying, and talk to Cynthia G. I'm still kind of, I'm on the fence about that. I'm on the fence about, Lovely says 10 toes down. I've talked to 10 toes down before. I've talked to 10 toes down. He says most deaf. I talked to 10 toes down. A lot of people was kind of was like, okay, both of y'all got beards and dark skin from New York. Da, da, da. Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty cool dude. I don't have no issues with him. You know what I'm saying? So pretty cool dude. Definitely. But yeah, I talked to 10 toes down, and I'm trying to figure. I wanted someone a bit more, not necessarily confrontational, but more opinionated strong opinionated about a certain topic. Like I talked to someone before, and I forgot what it is. Actually, it was from England or whatever. And they were talking about, there's no such thing as black on black crime. And I was like, no matter what verbiage you use, when you put these two black men in this area, somebody gonna die. So the fact of the matter is, if you say black on black, a lot of people like to use different verbiage to try to debunk what it is that you're saying. And if the end result is the same, it don't matter what verbiage you use. You know what I'm saying? If I say, okay, I need a car, it don't matter what type of car, I need a car. You see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people do a great job at debunking or trying to debunk an argument based on, simplistic reasoning. I'm not going to say black on black crime, but the end result is there's a lot of black people dying in this particular area. So again, Alpo, my condolences to his family, but it's only a matter of time. Karma is a motherfucker. Karma is a motherfucker. And I think that we do need to do a better job at talking about not just the hot topics, but the tough topics. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I said I applaud Lady Snoop for saying, Cynthia G, you sit around and you point the finger at, certain people or whatever case to be. But you got to think about it. A lot of these dusties and trash bags, they know other dusties and trash bags. And those dusties and trash bags may have pull. They may have network ability. They may have resources. And with all of those things, they may be a danger to you and yours. How worth it is it? And that's why I try to tell people, let's stop with the name calling. That's from both sides, men and women, and let's get to having a conversation. Right now, this Alpo thing, a lot of people saying, well, again, snitches get stitches, right? So he's deserving of it. But we don't want to peel back the layers of the onion and really think about, hey, how does this affect my life? Do I know somebody that's in a dope game right now? Do I know somebody that's a part of gang violence? How can I get them out of this before they're on the news? That's really what it boils down to. How can I stop the generational curse? How can I stop the process of karma when it comes to violence? Mama Duck should have looked at a situation such as this, because this is a reoccurring thing in New York, a reoccurring thing in Chicago, New Orleans, California. These are reoccurring things. And it's like, we're going to how do you ignore it as a parent? How do you continuously ignore it and expect your child to be successful? Your child was just online on the gram with an AK. Smoking weed, smacking females on the ass, you know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, they wish somebody would come and they're going to check, and but you saw it as a parent. What you do? Did you start to protest? Did you start to become an activist? No violence, stop the violence. Did you lock your kid up? Did you say, hey, sit your little ass up in here, or whatever case may be? Give me that weapon that you had. I saw that shit. And your friends, you need to stop hanging with them little bastards. Or did you say, my son and my daughter are popular. People like them. The streets love them. I hear that a lot. The streets loved him. Everybody loved him. Everybody loved her. Well, apparently everybody didn't love them. Apparently somebody had an issue. People are going to keep on rolling the dice until they crap out. Who's rolling the dice on you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get up out of here because she's coming back. I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. Until next time. First of all, happy Halloween. I'm hoping that you guys get out there and have a great time. But I got daddy duties to go to. Peace. Adult up. You really gonna act a fool? You gotta go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom. You trying to pretend? You trying to pretend? This girl right here. Peace.